Hey guys, Robert here at Max Guitar, together with Steve Gray from Novo Guitars. As you may or may not know, we've always been Novo fans, and also before that Fano fans from the other brand from Dennis Fano. And so we recently picked up and reintroduced Novo Guitars, and we love them.
That's great to know.
Yeah,
great to know.
yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, well we try to do anyway. These are the guitars for the people who don't know them yet. They are very reminiscent of any classic offset guitar, or not any, but the most famous ones. But they add a lot to what we already know from offset guitars from brands like Fender, etc. What can you tell me about the brand itself?
The brand was started after Dennis Fano parted from his own Fano brand, and he wanted to do some recognizable but original shapes. So the Ceres J, the Mirus J, the Volta, the Idris, and the Solus are recognizable within a certain wheelhouse, but obviously bring a new twist
obviously
to
very,
the themes.
very classic inspired. So this is a Ceres, for people who don't know that yet.
Yeah.
And the same sort of shape, but then a semi-acoustic, would be the Mirus. And there is a single cut shape.
Single cut shape, which is the Solus.
Yeah.
And then the Volta, which is kind of almost like a
Firebird
reverse shape. Probably the most comfortable guitar we build to play sitting down, even though it doesn't look like it when you see it.
Yeah.
And then the Idris is a little more S-inspired, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's kind of...
And there's the bass.
There is a bass, the Ivorus, which is pretty close to a Ceres style shape, but in a medium scale.
But what strikes me with these guitars is that they're instantly comfortable. They're very lightweight.
Yes.
This is then pine.
Yes, we predominantly use pine for all of our bodies, mainly because it's very, very resonant and it's very easy to work with as well, and super lightweight.
Yeah.
So most of our guitars are somewhere between 6.5 and 7 pounds. We only use ash as standard on the Mirus, which is a hollow guitar. So.
Yeah. So and they're all like roasted. So necks and bodies are roasted.
We use the term tempered, but whatever you want to call it. So all of our necks and bodies are tempered. So it's tempered maple on the necks and tempered.
Yeah, for people who don't know what that is, it's just it makes the wood more rigid, the structure more resonant, let's say.
Yeah. And
also a little lighter, no?
Because because there's no moisture content left in the timber when in its raw form.
Yeah. And then you know what is a breath of fresh air to me is that the bigger brands, I mean, obviously Novo is not a small brand, but it's not the biggest brand. No. They seem to be very rigid when you want to order something. But I've noticed, working with you, that almost anything is possible.
Yes, yeah, we run 2 series of guitars, Nucleus series, which are
the mainstays,
the most popular options, where you can pick colors, maybe pick guard material, but not make any major changes. And then throughout the whole custom range, you can basically pimp up the guitar change pickups to humbuckers or gold foils or Firebird pickups on a Ceres.
Crazy paint schemes.
Yeah, sparkle finishes,
Yeah.
color over color.
Doesn't change the price so much. It's
Not necessarily. No, you can spec out a really nice custom build for kind of the same money as a nucleus instrument.
But that is very customer friendly because obviously with the bigger brands, if you go, let's say, crazy on specs, the price just goes sky high.
Yeah. What we find is you're able to change a nucleus guitar to a degree, and with some custom options, and not really change the price dramatically.
Yeah.
You can do a different neck shape, a different pickguard material. This guitar, although it's really a Ceres P2 nucleus, is different because the knobs have been changed and it's got nickel covers, which immediately makes it.
And it doesn't have a tremolo, which is
no. So a P2 would be stop tail and tune-o-matic. A Ceres J, like is behind us here, which is our most popular model, features a mastery bridge. And so that's.
Yeah, we also have customers who really say, okay, I love this, but I would like to have a gold top. It's all possible.
Yes.
I mean, within reason.
Yes,
obviously.
yeah. As long as it's within the parameters of the many finishes we offer, which are this long, not this long. The world's your oyster, really, in terms of what you want to do. And also how you want to age it. So there are different aging packages that aren't upchargeable. You don't have to.
And you call that distressed, right?
Yeah. So we distress the guitars in sanding, and then obviously in the after they are painted.
Now, what is so comfortable is that the sanding just makes this, sort of the how do you say that, the grain stands out.
It's kind of texturized. Yeah. That's the term we use.
So it feels like, and it's really thin lacquer.
Yes.
Which is also good for the sustain, obviously.
Yes, and basically really good for resonance.
Yeah.
So there's not. You can feel on the guitar. I know you can't do that from where you're sitting watching this, but you can feel how thin the actual finish is.
Yeah, it's very like an old friend.
Yes, like a good, comfortable pair of shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so if you want something different, which is not like your dad's guitar, let's say, my guitar in this case, or your guitar.
My guitar, even.
But Sasha's guitar. That would be really something to go for. So if you have any questions, if you want to, obviously you can take a look what we have online. But don't be afraid to order something because lead times are also pretty decent.
3 to 4 months currently. We can get a guitar into a customer's hands.
And so we also try to get some crazy stuff in. Like, for instance, there's this very nice flake. What is it? Mermaid Sparkle.
Mermaid Sparkle. Yeah.
I mean that is like old Barbie stuff. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
So if you want to go crazy, or if you just want to, let's say, more modest model like this, 3-tone sunburst, or a nice aged. What is it?
That's candy orange.
So let us know. Check out the website, and if you have any questions, be our guest.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.